I want to talk about something that we're going to call registration math. And I'm going to share two different scenarios to help you understand this. The first scenario is, and my guess is that you've done both of these scenarios or some version of these, is that you look at your caseload and you count up the number of clients you're going to see in a week, and then you times it by your hourly rate. Or you're trying to figure out how much someone else makes. And so you guess at how many clients they're seeing, and then you times it by how much their hourly rate is. And then you make an assumption, that is how much I'm going to make this week, or that's how much they're going to make. Or the other scenario is you are attending a training of some kind, either online or in person, and you know how much the registration was, and then you start counting the number of participants. And once again, you do what we're going to call the registration math, and you make an assumption, that is how much this teacher or this presenter is making. And in both scenarios, it's just not accurate math. Because here's the thing, there are a lot of variables that are not being taken into consideration in that math process. It's just not real math. Even in the hourly rate for seeing a client, it's not just all in the pocket. Rent goes into that, insurance goes into that, supervision goes into that, additional training goes into that. Maybe you have software costs, maybe there are administrative costs, supplies, taxes, so many items that go into chipping away at that hourly rate. Same thing is true when you are attending a training. There are the costs that went into even building up what it took to even pull the training off. All the marketing, all the pieces that went into building a brand. And then in the course itself, there's administrative costs. There were marketing costs. There are supply costs. There are equipment costs. There are handout costs. There are time costs on presenter, putting the course together, on practice, on so many variables. Again, taxes, maybe if it is in person, we got flight costs, food costs, rent costs, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So when we sit there and do registration math, we're actually doing ourselves a disservice because we're creating a fantasy. We're creating a fantasy around how much we think things actually cost and how much people make, either ourselves or other people, which keeps us out of the reality of what it actually takes to pull it off. So next time you're doing registration math, either on your own business or on someone else's business, I want you to really recognize that there are a slew of variables that you likely are not privy to, and that what you think is being made is not actually what is being made. So how to empower yourself around this? If you have an idea and you want to pull this off when you are doing your own budget, don't do registration math, do reality math, because that will help you get one step closer to what your actual goal is.